Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. This time we are doing an SCP video, which is Yandere SCP-049 with competent guard listener that's immune to his touch and help him escape after falling in love with him. This is going to be a little mini series, like a part 1, part 2, part 3. If I do not finish all in one video, we shall see at the end of this video if there's a part 2. And yes, this is how you met him, basically as his guard, because you're immune to his touch, and how you figured out you were immune to his touch. So yeah, we're going to start off with that. And basically, the miniseries is going to end with you helping him escape and possibly a life after that. Who knows? So, yeah, let's do this. Disclaimer: SCP 049 is not Yandere canon, and this is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters and fictional Yanderes is fine as long as you separate fiction from reality and separate headcanon from canon and do not be gross or illegal about it, obviously. You were walking to SCP 049's quarters as you had to transfer him with the 4 other guards that are there. You get in and were the one that had to restrain him, this time using lavender as your weapon of choice. You put it on him carefully, not touching him, and then try to move the collar. The guard behind you tells you to hurry up and moves you a bit closer. You fall straight into SCP-049, falling on top of him. You freeze, thinking you are going to die when his hands touch you, but nothing came. Nothing came at all. You open your eyes and look into his blue ones, seeing shock and a wonder in his eyes. You stare down into his eyes with your own colored eyes and watch as he stares to you. The guards did not move or say a word, too shocked to move. Suddenly, an alarm goes off. There is a breach somewhere else, and the door slams closed, leaving you somehow immune to SCP-049's touch, alone with him. "Oh my," he says, looking up at you, and you look at him. I'm sorry," you say, and try to pull away from him, not wanting to disturb him. He grabs your wrist and keeps you on top of him. He had never had such comfort in so long to be having someone touch him. You felt bad as he has never been able to have physical comfort from anyone in such a long time. You slowly bring up your hand and press it into the side of his face, holding the mask where it met. He leaned into your touch, his hand going up to yours, keeping it there, his eyes drifting shut. The scent of lavender filling the room, calming him down as he inhales your scents, with the lavender being soothed by it. "You are wonderful, my dear," he says happily, and opens his eyes. He cannot get enough of you. He has fallen in love with you. After so long of not having companionship, he knew he needed to have you, and he would. He knew you had to be his, and you would be his, no matter what. He looks up at you and smiles behind the mask. "How long do you think we'll be like this?" he says. You look at him and shrug your shoulders. "I don't know, as long as the breach lasts and how long it takes them to contain whatever went into breach." "I see," he says. "Do you mind holding me?" he asks. You look at him and nod your head. You stand up and help him up, hands holding his. He seems to never want to let go of you. You go to his desk and sit in the chair, and he sits on your lap, wrapping his arms around your neck, pressing his forehead into yours. It was an awkward position, to say the least, but you could not help it. It was relaxing, and you just wanted to enjoy this moment with him. You hold him close and let the silence fill the room. feeling his heartbeat against yours. It was a romantic moment, and you cannot help. You have never been this emotionally connected to someone in your life, and you never wanted to let it go. This moment could last forever. Now we're going to do a quick time skip over. Brought to you by Time Skip is brought to you by the Foundation getting the breach taken care of and interrogating you about your immunity to SCP-049. And that is where we pick up after. It has been a few weeks, and you were finally assigned as SCP-049's permanent guard. Since you were immune to his touch, and he has been asking you repeatedly to help with his experiments as his assistant, which you were really just his guard, but since you were immune to his touch, the Foundation did not want to risk losing you and decided to give in to the doctor's demands to see you. SCP-049 waited for you at his desk with a dead, deceased animal on the table and waiting for you to start the procedure. Ah, there you are, my dear, he says, and you smile at him. Hello, doctor. You have taken to calling him doctor now. It was easier than SCP-049. So what do we have today, you ask? We have a patient here, and they have come to the pestilence. We need to cure them, and my cure is most effective. So I've been told. So let's get to work. You roll up your sleeves and get to work, being his assistant and asking him questions along the way. No one has seen him this open with anyone before. Maybe it was because you were immune to him that he thought you were pure from the pestilence. Either way, he could not wait to get to spend time with you and was happy to see you being very competent and able to assist. You, though, were picking up on little signs of the doctor glancing at you and his hand touching yours when no one was looking. It made your heart race and you were slowly cursing yourself. God dang it! You were falling in love with the doctor, and you had no idea what the Foundation would do. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see more of this, comment part 2 so I know that you want a part 2 of this. And if there is anything you would like to see in this mini-series, comment what you would like to see, and maybe have a pinned comment. If not, just comment what you would like to see in this mini-series. Original requester, tell what you would like to see in this, especially because this is your request originally and all that jazz. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this, and if you would like to see part 2, remember to say part 2. And thank you, Gav Imp, or just Gab, for being my first patron. You are fabulous, you are wonderful, you are beautiful. I will commission you as soon as possible. And thank you, Wicked Brony, for being my second patron and just as fabulous as Gav. You are chef's kiss. Anyways, check out playlists at the end. Happy Pride Month. I recorded this before Pride, but this is the outro I'm recording right now. So happy Pride Month. I hope you're all having a great time. And I hope that you all enjoyed this. And stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye. And the secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro time. I hope that you all enjoyed this. And the secret outro, if you were immune to SCP-049, would you want them? Yes or no? Comment below. Anyways, have a happy Pride, everyone, and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye.